All right, I think we are live again. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to today's episode of Youth Spotlight. If you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Oluwamara Success YZ. I am the corporate sales executive at Jamie Pajol International and also the founder of OSN Global Services, a digital marketing company that helps business owners and creators with sales, visibility, and growth strategies. And we do this by showing them how to use Facebook advertising, how to leverage on content marketing, how to leverage on digital product creation, how to leverage on lead generation to help them build profitable businesses online. So you know how we do it here on Youth Spotlight, right? It's a show where we basically bring on young people, amazing young people who are doing great across their industries. It's been amazing so far. We've had personally as a host, I've learned a whole lot because of course I'll have to sit from the beginning to the end of each session, and it has been impactful. Yesterday we had Mr. Peter Ayo and Mr. Jasper Ifeanyi. Peter talked about his business, and Jasper talked about his real estate business. Peter, it's into digital marketing, so that's what he talked about yesterday. Today, we are having two amazing young men as well who are making great impacts in their own industries, and we can't wait to hear from them as well. We can't wait to hear from them today. We are having Mr. John Amailo. I hope I got the pronunciation right, and then Mr. Samuel Nissi Uche. I'm going to be bringing them on shortly. I am going to be bringing them on shortly. So let's get to know just a little bit about them because they are going to be telling us more about themselves in a short while. Let's start with Mr. John. So Mr. John Amailo is a book project consultant, a content management consultant, a writer's coach, a mind surgeon, and a business strategist. He's an author of 4 books that are currently selling on Amazon. Wow. So let's say you are a writer, or even if you are not a writer, you are a business owner that is interested in publishing on Amazon. We are bringing someone here today that has done it before. So you definitely want to stay to the end of this session. So these books include Your Foolish Mind, Demystifying the Art Called Writing, and so on. Mr. John is the founder of the Dynamic Africa Community, a community of almost 2,000 plus members that is set out to raise dynamic leaders who will raise the bar of greatness in Africa and to the world at large, of course. He is also the founder of Dashian's Writers Academy, an academy for writers and creatives. John helps young and professional authors master the skill of writing. I think I'm going to stop here for now on Mr. John. He's already backstage waiting for us. So let's welcome him on stage. Let's welcome him on stage. Welcome, Mr. John. It's such a pleasure to have you today. And thank you
Same
so much
here.
for our invitation.
Yeah, same here. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
All
It's
right,
a
so we are
pleasure.
going to be starting shortly after we bring on Mr. Samuel. We have one person here with us right now. If you are watching me, let me know your name and where you are joining us from. As you can tell, it's the Youth Spotlight Show. It's another time to get to learn, unlearn, relearn whatever it is that we already know from young persons just like you and I. So if you are watching me right now, let me know your name and where you are watching from so I can give you a special shout out. Okay, so let's bring on Mr. Samuel very quickly. Samuel Nissi Uche is a digital sales expert, a certified life coach, a media and communications consultant, a brand strategist, writer, and digital creator. He is the founder of Counsel Crib, a consulting agency in Nigeria that is focused on providing digital solutions to small business enterprises. He's an expert when it comes to writing business plans, writing grants, proposals, content writing, copywriting, CVs, resumes, company profile, and research. That's amazing. Really, really impressive. He's a renowned public speaker with focus on business, leadership, and personal development. So let's bring him on stage. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation today, Mr. Samuel Nissi Uche, and we can't wait to learn from you. I see you do a whole lot, and I have a lot of questions for you today on grants, content writing, copywriting, CV, even writing company profiles and research. So I don't know if you can hear me, Mr. Samuel. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening. I don't know. Is my camera visible? Because I think I can't see that here from my end.
No, no, your camera is not visible.
Okay, okay. I think I'll
Yeah.
have to fix that.
Okay. So while we wait for him to take care of that, let's start with Mr. John. I intentionally did not read out everything on the profiles because I still want you to tell us a little bit about just where to focus on, right? So we know how to tell the questions. So please, Mr. John, I want us, let's hear about your business journey. How did you start out? How did you get to where you are now?
All right. First of all, shout out to Dr. Jamie Pajo, for putting this up. Seriously, it's not something one could take for granted. It's such a big privilege to be here. And shout out to you as well, Uluamara. Success. Yes, thank you. Thank you for doing this. I really appreciate. Okay, so what I do basically is more of writing. Yes. I'm a book project consultant and content management consultant as well. So, and also I run a publishing firm in the city of Lagos. Yes, that's also what I do. So, I actually started as a writer's coach, big book project consultancy before. Okay, okay, okay. So before I went fully into publication. Yes. So how it's all started was, I think it was in 2020. Yeah, that was the year it started. So during the heat of pandemic, why people, up to today, I still give thanks to God for that pandemic. Seriously, because I sat down. No, I'm being serious because I sat down and I started asking myself, what exactly can you do now that physical meetings has been cut short, movement has been, what exactly can you do, you know so uh one of the days I was strolling on Facebook and I met somebody. I think I met Sam's write-ups. Yes. So I don't know if you know Sam anyway.
Yes,
So
yes, I do know.
oh great. So when I saw it, I was like, it's basically around writing and all those things. I was like, look at this lady is doing well. And she kept saying, I have made this at the comfort of my home. You could relate, right? So I was like, look at, and there was a time I came in contact with also her her story, how she started. And
Yeah,
this lady read accounting. And I
accounting.
said to myself, me, I studied English. Like I studied English. Like what I would say for the University of Nigeria and Suka. That's where I studied English. And I was like, but this lady is speaking somebody that studied accounting. How come was it? So
Wow.
I took a course then on writing. Like along the line, I also came in contact with Okoye Ijoma Dicta. She's also a writer's coach. You might even know her. Yes, as
Yeah,
long as you're you will know these guys. So then that their course opened a lot. Like so then I said to myself, I just need to know some of the secrets. Then I'll be able to fly because I already have the fundamentals. Yes, the basic knowledge. So that was how the game started. So there in 2020, learning period, 2021, learning man. I had to move from the east down to Lagos, right? So that was how the game started. So it was lately last year because we started having clients. I started doing like back to back, helping people both ghostwriting, book projects, like back to back. So with time, whenever we are done with any book project, we'd always give it out to professional publishing companies,
publishers.
for publication. And it was lately last year. The money is huge. So then I sat down, I was like, how come can't we create something? What exactly does it take? Let's put up something so that after the book project of a thing, then we will be the one to publish it. So that was how we launched the Desians Publishing Company early this year. So then the game started. And even when we launched, it was a big problem because some clients that can pay the money, they will be skeptical somehow. You've not done anything, this and that. But with
Yeah,
time, we started from our friends, our family members. Before we know it, we launched out like to people. Now we now get clients back to back, and I've been able to employ 4 people as part of this business, like guys that are working under me. So, so that's how the journey has been. Yes, when it comes to that. Thank
Wow.
you.
So you are an employer of labor.
Please, oh.
Are you now full time into publishing? Is that the only thing you are
Yes.
currently doing?
Yes. Okay. Aside from that's the major that I do. I also do consultancy when it comes to book, anything that has to do with book, and I help brands to write content. Yes, most importantly. Yeah. Because I also help, like, I help mostly individuals to create content as regards that comes around their business, in order to drive sales and visibility and so many of them. But aside from that, I also run a a leadership uh I'll call it a leadership community. Yes, where that's leadership of a team gave it was as a result of one's experience, because so for so many years, like, I was foolish. Let me use the statement, I was foolish. So it was somebody, to be frank with you, it was actually somebody that spoke and everything changed. I had to cut the story short, but actually somebody spoke something into me that made me like everything changed. Because when I was following Okoye Ijoma Dicta, there was a time I then saw John Obidi's status. So I saw Okoye Ijoma's status. Then I came in contact with John Obidi. I was like, this guy is young and he's doing excellently well. And he's John, my namesake. So I was like, so from there, I started attending 9 schools. There was one particular section
Wow.
that PK, they brought Olakunle Shori. I don't know if you know PK. You might.
Of course I do.
Okay, great. So when they brought that guy, one statement that guy made, God, that thing changed everything. So the
Please tell us,
statement was,
tell us this. Yeah, tell
the
us.
statement was, and I was still in the East. The statement was, destiny is location sensitive. God,
Mm,
where I was, I screamed. Within 3 days, I left that environment I was. Within 3 days, like, I left
wow.
that environment and I moved, because I asked myself that, you know, where I am, the location is not, the environment does not what I am doing. Like, are you sure this I can cope here? So I had to move immediately. And ever since then, God, it has been a beautiful ride. It has been so that leadership community that I run is just to reach out to the younger generation, those people most especially that I'll put it that they are victim of their environment and their background, just to reach out to them. So in this leadership stuff, we host events on a yearly basis, once in a year, right? And this year's old is even coming up this November, right? So, and um, in that event, we bring industry experts together, like guys that are really doing well. When I mean guys with results, we bring them together just to hear and know what's their story has been, how their journey has been from time, how they got to where they are, right? So that's what we do. Then, aside from that, we also do. Sorry, you asked me. Let me be talking.
No, you can. You can.
under under the leadership stuff, there's one that is called the Global Campus Store, where we reach out to uh undergraduates in universities. Like this year, we visited about 4 universities in Nigeria, you know, just to reach out, just to give back to them and tell them, man, there's another life outside. You just have to sit up well. If you've been playing, just have to sit up well and get ready and position for the life after school. So that's just part of it.
I'm really, really so grateful for you. Like, I'm
Yeah.
grateful for people, actually. I'm grateful for, so my coach and Osam catapulted you into greatness, to the start of greatness. Like,
Oh, she's even no wonder you were smiling when I was calling when I
that
was
was,
calling her name.
yes, yes, she's one of
Okay.
the people that pushed me to where I am today. And I think I'm going to be ever grateful. I think Bella Writers Challenge, I was the winner one time, but I think I was 2020 or so. And then from there, she started coaching me. We got along. So it's been amazing. Shout out to Coage or Magicta as well. I see the things she does. Shout out to PK. Shout out to our
Johnny B.
our boss,
Johnny
Mr.
B.
Johnny. So
I'm
thank
telling
God for
you.
them. They are really,
Hey,
really
you.
doing a lot in this space, and they are helping a lot of young individuals find
I am
their
telling
place.
you, man.
So thank you very much for coming to share your story with us today. How about you, Mr. Samuel? How has it been for you? How did you start out to your business?
Okay. Good afternoon or good evening, everybody, once again. It's good to have you here, John, and Success. So, for me, of course, it's not a smooth ride. It's never a smooth ride when you talk about business and growth and development, getting to that height where you're visible and people are beginning to see the level of impact that you're making. So it wasn't easy. First, because I was never interested in business. I was never interested in business. I've always wanted to be an engineer, and I studied engineering in school. Studied civil engineering. So that hype of guy, you're going to be an engineer, and the expectation from parents and all of that. But when it got to my fourth year, my final year, I was not just finding purpose in what I was doing. And the truth is, I always discourage myself if I want to try out business. So I just said, okay, let's just do something. I love talking. I know when we talk about organizing community people to do stuff. I love those kind of things. I love volunteering and all of that. So I went in. I started a small group. That was in church. A small group of people where we just would come and discuss the Bible and stuff and stuff and stuff. And so we went on, and I said, okay, since I love doing this thing that has to do with community, why not start up something with a unique name that people can just identify you with instead of just being your name. Because sometimes people want to, when they feel that you are attached to an organization code, they seem to want to identify with you more. Okay,
Yeah,
so I started with Council Crew. That's where Council Crew was born out of. Council Crew. It says that it's just a gathering for young people, teenagers, especially. And so, and it was on personal development only. So the first webinar I had was on relationship. Funny enough, the first webinar I had was on relationship and dating. You asked me what I was going to teach you relationship and dating, but then I was just trying to find my feet somewhere. There's something like PJ said in one of his sessions. He said, even if it is not the thing, it will be the thing that leads you to the thing. And so I was not, I was just trying so many things, juggling left, right, center. And I knew that
yeah,
if I find where I align with purpose, I would stay. And so it
yeah,
was just this young guy who was just trying to do a lot of things. I did personal development, I did marketing, I did public speaking, I did a lot of things. When I began to align, narrow down to business, marketing, communication, and then the digital world, the way it has opened up, it created a lot of opportunities. And many people, especially SMEs, they don't know how to navigate through. So that's the way I felt. Okay, I think council group can touch here. If you want to excel, look for identify a need in society, right? Something that is scarce, something that people are really, really in need of. And so I just felt people, my focus is on SME. So why don't we create something for small and medium enterprises and entrepreneurs who don't really know so much about the digital space? So that was where council group started, and I started looking out for things that people will need. I started writing. Okay, I started writing business plans, started writing grants. And in fact, my breakthrough was in grant writing. That's where I got a lot of people began to know me. And, I joined the community and they offer 600,000 now. I became a moderator there and started having sessions, classes on grant writing, business plan writing. And then I said, okay, all of this is still linked to SMEs, all right, helping people win grants. So that's how I was able to juggle through all of that. And then I found myself here today. I help small businesses excel on the digital space, and I provide business solutions to them, and also give them support and mentorship. So that's just basically my story.
All right. Thank you so much again for honoring our invitation today. Let's see what's happening in the comment section. I did not go there before because we did not have more people. We did not have viewers, but now we do, right? If you are listening to the sound of my voice, I welcome you again, especially to today's Youth Spotlight. And you know how we do it here. I can see you, Toby. I see you, Glory Simon. I hope you are doing amazing this afternoon. I see you, Thomas. I see you, Solomon. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for being very active in this session today. So please tell me your location. Where are you viewing us from? Where are you watching from? And tag at least 10 people. Tag at least, bring at least 10 of your friends to come and join us in today's session. We are going to be learning about business. We are going to be learning about entrepreneurship, grant writing, content writing. We are going to be learning about publishing. We have them here, okay? And if you are a small business owner, you are doing anything online, definitely want to be here. So please tag at least 10 of your people, tag them, tell them that Mr. John is speaking, tell them that Mr. Samuel is speaking. They want to come and learn directly from them. Do not forget to also click on the share button. Please click on the share button so this live video comes up on your profile and then your friends can join. I always say you can never tell who is watching. Um, what helped John was just him listening to PK. You can never tell who they are going to help today just by them listening to, just by who they are going to help, listening to them today. Okay, so please share this live session, click the share button so it comes on your own profile and then your audience can come as well. Before that, tag at least 10 people. We do not learn alone here at Jimmy Padre University, we learn together. Thomas says he's listening from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you so much, Lagos. Thomas, for joining. So please, Mr. Samuel, tell us about grant writing because I'm sure we have small business owners watching us here. Simplify it for us. How would it benefit us? Just how do we break into that?
Okay, yeah, grant writing. First of all, before I go, I'd like to give a shout out to I'm seeing some of my community members here on MBA. I have a community of business owners and freelancers, entrepreneurs here, and I want to give a shout out to them. We're a large community, 12,000 plus, so shout out to you guys. So, grant writing, yeah. You know, small businesses in Nigeria are struggling on a daily basis. A lot of people have ideas, a lot of people have things that they want to do. Okay, they have things that needs that they can solve. But the problem is funding. Funding has always been an issue, has always been a problem. I had that problem too, and it made me struggle. So I began to see a lot of grant opportunities, the likes of Tony the Melo, the likes of Flourish Africa, we have the UN grants and all of that. So a lot of people do not know how to apply for these grants. All right. So now, one basic thing you must understand about grant writing is you must first be grant ready and be eligible before you can talk about winning or winning any
Mm,
grant. Some people are applying for grants; they're not even ready. What does it mean to be grant ready? It means having all the necessary documentation, certifications, and your business also has to be properly positioned. I remember the first grant I won from Tommy Africa. That was in 2019 or so thereabout. Yeah. So one thing that made me stand out, right, is the fact that I had outlined. In fact, they want to know grant providers. They want to know detailed for detail everything you're going to use the last kobo for. People just tell you, I need money for this. Can you account for this money? No. Okay, how viable, how are we sure that you can be able to utilize this money rightly? Is there any track record of success? No. Okay, is your business registered? No. And so, I don't want to just give out my money to somebody who I'm not even sure. These are the things that will help me see, assuming I'm a grant provider. These are something things that will may help me know, okay, this person, and I trust this money to this person. And so businesses today are winning. Tony Lumelu last year gave over 1,700 people $5,000 worth of grants. You can
mm,
imagine that. Flourish Africa gave 100 women, I think 2.5 million. There are a lot of grants that are coming up.
mm.
So
Wow.
people are not even aware of these things. So what happens is you have to be positioned. Your documents, your CAC in Nigeria, your CAC documentations have to be ready. Your business, your financial records also have to be intact. Some people just run their businesses, no records, no financial records. And so
Yeah,
when I want
that
to give you, yes, when I want to give you money, what are you keeping records? Your income statement, your budget, your sales forecast, your balance sheet,
mm,
are those things ready?
wow,
These guys don't have this thing, and then they want to win grants. Nobody's going to look at you like that. Money is hard these days. So I am giving you money because I want to make sure that you're going to make it utilize it. And then I can get some credit for that too. You understand? So I'm not just giving it because I have an abundance. I'm giving because I want to also share in your success and I want to see you succeed. succeed. So, but many businesses are missing out on this vital information. That's why before I go on to write any grant for or apply for grants for anybody, I always ask them, tell me about your business. How, what is the social presence like? And that's one thing that some people fail to. Okay, let me just summarize this because of time. I want to be as quick as possible. Now, you also need to understand that most of these grant providers, they are looking out for your business on social media, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook. So when you're applying, their mind is let's go and check out this person, especially when you have gone a little higher up the grant application process. They want to go and assess you. What's this person's social media presence like? Does this business have any social impact? These are things you're looking out for. I've been on two different grant panels, and I can tell you for free that if you don't have your business does not have a social media presence, forget it. You are dimming your chances of winning that grant. You understand? And then not just about having a social media presence, you must also your business must also support at least one SDG goal. Every grant must every application must be attached to your SDG. SDG stands for Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. Your
Yeah.
business must support at least one or two or three. So these are things that position you well for that grant. Then the last part is your application, of course, which I can't go into details right now. Okay, but grant writing within grants has to be about your business being properly positioned, your business having the documents ready, your business also being socially active on social media, and then showing evidence that your business exists, evidence of your location, and basically that. All right, I think. Okay, so why before she comes, let me just share a few more things. Or John, you want to say something?
Don't worry, I'm here. I'm
Okay,
here.
okay, she's
Okay,
back.
okay,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, all right. So
How
that's
about
just
you?
basically that.
Okay, I heard you very well and clear. How about you, Mr. John? Tell us about Amazon publishing. You've published like 4 books on Amazon. How did you do that?
Okay. So, this I think the area is that of what is it called? KDP. Yeah, Kindle Direct Publishing. So that's one way to earn in dollars. Yes. That's one way to earn in dollars. So what's my company? What we do at the Dishans Publishing Company is that, because so many people now to publish book, it's a lot now. I'm telling you. So so
Published in print or in soft copy?
like print, like hard copy.
Okay.
Yes, like physical books. That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
Physical books. So one thing about Amazon is that when you publish on Amazon, first, your book or your knowledge, let's put it your knowledge because it's your thoughts that has been penned down in that book. So your knowledge goes worldwide because Amazon itself is an international platform, you know. So it's a way to live a borderless life. I'm telling you, that's one key point that PK usually talk. The ability for you to stay, to be at so to be at a particular at a particular place and spotting out values to different nations, different countries, different continents. So it's a way of living the borderless life. And while living the borderless life, you're also earning in dollars. Yes, if your book is able to sell, man, forget it. It's something good that we usually advise so many people. Since you have thought or since you have an idea about a particular thing, why not put it all together? To publish on Amazon is a free thing, and we don't just publish only on Amazon. We also do Barnes and Nobles or Book and so many of them. Right? These are all international platforms that so many people they can just leverage on it and get their thoughts and their ideas across the world. So that is just it.
Okay. All right. Please tell us about the challenges you've faced in business and how you've been able to overcome them. Because I'm sure there are a lot of young persons that are currently going through, let's say, one or two things, and they don't know the head or tail, and they what they are resorting to is giving up. So, what challenges have you encountered while growing your business, and how have you been able to overcome them? You can just give us like two or three.
Okay. Just like I said earlier, when we started, we faced a big major problem, trust from people. How to get clients, because it's not just one thing is to begin something, and the other thing is for people to patronize you. So there are two things there. So it's not all about starting it up. What we keep fueling it is the constant customers, the
Yeah.
clients that you're getting. So even though you start it, even though you put a gigantic store shop, put everything, make up, nobody is coming, man. With time, you just you go cold. So one of our major challenge is one, how to get people to trust us, to buy, to patronize us, to get their works published from us. That's man, it wasn't easy. Yeah, I'll tell you. But with time, just like I said, it was a strategy. We started from our family members, people within our space, our family members, brothers, sisters, cousins, to friends. So when those guys, when they are able to share their results, like their experience with us, many people don't usually know that these guys are part of us.
Mm.
So by the time they hear this person is telling this, they will be like, wow, okay, that means we can give it a try, you know. So that is one. Then secondly, how we're able to keep that is our ability to believe in our own self, in what we do. Because like I I usually front myself as an authority on my own. Like the confidence is there in whatsoever I want to do. Yes, because when I even started this book project consultancy of a thing, to even get clients, clients that will pay the money, not just clients. When I talk about clients that will pay the money, not just clients, I'll be like, I'll be like, okay, I think she's off, but let's see right up. I'll be like, how do I get these guys that will pay this money? So what I do is strategically, I go to places, to spaces where where I know the audience I am looking for, where they are. Like for instance, in Lagos now, I go to places like Eco Hotel. When I hear events happening at Eco Hotel, Marriott, Radisson Blue, these are places strategically. I'll just go there. And this is what I do when I get there. Sometimes I don't even attend the events because I want to attend the events. No. Sometimes I just go there just to observe those big guys. Now, after observing them, I have to pitch myself to them that this is who I am and this is what I do and this is how I can help you. Just for instance, now how I was able to close one big deal. Now, I'll still talk about this deal over and over again. Was now it's very simple. So I went to that event, and the event was held at a quarter by Ni Adesoya. So I don't know, you might even know him. Ni Adesoya is a powerful guy, and people that attend his events, they're not just ordinary people. So during the event, I just sat down. I didn't come to do anything. I came to get to observe people and to know the people I'm going to pitch my what I do to. So during that event, I was just seated and I was observing. People come, they share their stories. I quickly check if it is true, because it's not just to come and talk, just to dress. The dressing, the appearance sometimes is deceitful. So, but how to know the real thing? So there was a particular lady that came on board, talked about, yeah, this lady has done this, done that. Immediately I checked. Wow, I said great. So after the event, I went to her. Good afternoon, madam. Ma, this is what I do, this is who I am. And I heard your stories when you were sharing your story. Man, it was touching, it was this, it was that. And don't you think your story should be documented with my company? Like,
Wow. Mm.
like, don't you think? Because if you don't document your story, generations will suffer, because there are so many experiences you shared and how you were able. Man, do you know that this lady, out of everybody chasing her, man, let's take picture with you, let's do this with you. The lady called me, she held my hand. I said, come. This thing you said is true. do you know that I have been I've been wanting to write, but how do I've been looking for somebody? I say, your problem is solved now because
Mm.
so like when I say this thing, this is like that was how I was behaving. You know, man, after that day, she gave me a contact, and that was how I was able to seal that deal. Man, it's say the amount here, but I know to me it's a big deal. Yeah. So
It's a good.
after that, this woman brought me into her space and referred me to one of our big I don't know, in-law, that has a big company in the city of Lagos. Like when
Mm.
I mean company, when this woman told me this is company I've been hearing over the years, one big factory workshop at Mushi, I was like, wait, do you mean you own this? Say yes, and I want to create I want to write, I want to share my story. I was like, God, hey, so like that day I say, so this is so easy. So if I was just calm and saying people will come and meet me, nobody will meet me. So what I do is I go and I pitch myself. You understand? Yeah. I tell you who I am boldly, like you see the confidence in me. I have done that over and over again. Even sometimes when I get gigs that in a space, because this project it's not actually easy, to be frank with you, because sometimes you would want to write for industry for industry that you are not familiar with, right? So what we do is when we collect this job, we try to ask people that are in there what it is all about. It's another period of learning, just to get ourselves the real information so that we'll be able to put up something good. So it has been like that.
Oh,
We
oh,
go
okay, hold on. So you write for people and then you also help them publish the books.
publish the books. Yes,
Okay, all right.
yes,
That's actually
yes.
interesting.
Or
And I
sometimes
know,
we okay.
yeah, sometimes you what you can go ahead.
Sometimes sometimes it's not uh ghostwriting, because that one is called ghostwriting. Sometimes it is book project where they have all their ideas, but how to collate the ideas, segment it into different chapters and everything, arrange it. You understand? That's another big deal. And sometimes the time they don't have it. You understand? They have what to say, what to write, ideas to share, but the timing they don't have it. Right? So we just relieve you, but you give us the money. So that is just it.
Okay, you have questions coming for you in the comment section already, but we are going to handle that later. Let me just read out so you figure out the answers while we still have the conversation. How do you protect the books you publish from being copyrighted since it is plagiarized online and anyone since it is published online and anyone can access it? Mr. I think Anyton Thomas asked a question. So that's
Uh,
one of the questions I would
okay.
be, yeah, we'll be answering that later on. We have more people here. Thank you so much, Solomon Mayowa, for tagging your friends. Welcome, Stephanie. Thank you for joining me. See you today as well. Welcome, Glory. Just thank you everyone for joining. And please tag your friends. Only Solomon Mayowa Solomon has tagged. Tag at least 10 people to join us in this conversation today. Tag at least 10 people. We don't learn alone here on Youth Spotlight. We learn together. So please tag your friends, click the share button, and let's continue to enjoy the conversation together. I really hope you are getting value from. Of course, you are. If you are not getting value, we'll not be having questions already by now. So tag your friends, okay? Mention them to come and watch this live session. How about you, Mr. Samuel? The challenges you face in your business and how you are able to overcome them.
Okay. Every business will always face the challenge of customers. When you're new, it's difficult to get customers because everybody's asking, who is this guy? Where is he from? Where are you? What do you do? How can we trust you? Trust is the first major challenge every business, especially small business, faces. They
Yeah.
don't know if you can deliver exactly the quality that you are proposing, the quality that you profess. Can you deliver this quality? So it's now when you're able to satisfy one, two people, then your story begins to spread spread, the testimonies begin to abound, and then people begin to see, and then want to identify with you. So for me, I think the major challenge before even it got to sales, it was um, the willingness to keep pushing. I'm somebody that loves to start. I went on to I attended a coaching session with Terry Vincent. Terry Vincent is a life coach. She's based in Australia, and so she had a 6 month coaching program, and so I enrolled for it. And then I enrolled because it's not like I didn't know what I wanted, but I was scared. Somebody who has a degree in engineering and you want to jump into business where you have no foundation. All right. It's not like I knew that of course I know I'm smart. Okay. But these guys they have this degree. These guys they have the degree. They have gone through the learning phase, and you just want to jump in and you want to now how will I put it? You want to now beat them at their game. It was difficult, so I was really scared at that. And so I just needed a bit of mental push, and that's why I signed up for Terry's class. And so she kept on telling us, see, and it's one thing I learned from her. She said, be unique. You must not be better than people in your field. Assuming, for instance, if I was in the same field with John, okay, I don't need to try to be better than John. I just need to find what makes me different, what makes me stand out. So people are choosing John because John is like this. People also can choose you because you are like this. So it doesn't mean that you're better than John or John is better. It's just that everybody humans we're emotional beings. So people just align to the fact the person that just you know they just connect with. So when she began to teach us, when she gave us a full session on that, so I began to understand, well, that's true. I don't have to be like the American novice. I don't have to be like the Chema Ifanyeze, the Nelly Agbogus. All I just have to be is me. Okay, in my own capacity, I can be able to do things. Don't try to be in a competition with anybody. So when I realized that, guy, you're not competing, you're just doing something you love doing. And because you have a passion for it, okay, because I had a passion, or rather I have a passion in it, I began to take courses, mostly virtual courses. So I was taking virtual courses in marketing, in sales, in communications. I was reading. In fact, I read books like a mad person. I have over in my virtual library. I have about 600 books. Then in my
Wow.
physical library, I have about in my physical library, I have about close to I want to clock 100 by the end of the year, but I'm at about 80. So I love reading books because I think that's what gives me the edge, right? So I began to do more and push more, and I realized something. I said, since I can't get the thank God for John. John was able to find the big shot in the market. But I knew that I was not able to, I might not be able to get there at the initial stage. So I started looking for um, uh, small business owners, struggling business owners. I said, okay, look for those people who you know that are not really up there, but who need your help. And so that's why at first I was looking out for executive coaching for brands, but guy, nobody's going to look at you. Look, start from those people who are not really going to look at your background, but who are going to look at what you have to offer and then the result that you can give them. So I started looking out for small business owners, entrepreneurs, and I started with my friends. I would do a session for them with them for free. I remember once Sophie Empire, I did a session in business. That was my first client, and it was for free. At the end of the day, she paid me 10,000 naira. That was the first official money I made from business consulting, and
Wow.
that gave me. That day, I would say I cried that day because I thought, yeah, guy, you can really make money from this in a session. Someone pay this amount in a session, and so it just gave me the push, and I kept going. So I love communities. I love building communities. I love reaching out to people. So I started setting up building communities little by little, and so we started MBA, my business and I. And so in less than how many months we grew by large number. There was a time our growth was so fast. We grew by 5,000 plus in less than 6 weeks on that Facebook community. So then we began to grow and all of that. So I started looking for I put them in WhatsApp groups, in Telegram channels. I just offer something for free, addressing a pain point. I just do it casually. I don't do it like I want you to pay me to do something for you. I do it like, guy, let me just help you do this thing. Don't worry about it, but let me help you do it. Then at the end of the day, we can come to a bargain. When people see that you're not after them because you want to make money off them, but because you want to help them solve a need. See, when you begin to tell them, give them the deal, they will just easily want to. They'll just easily, they won't deny it. Okay, just a few days ago, I was speaking with a lady, and then I told her she wanted the business plan. I said, okay, the business plan costs this amount of money. Okay, I sometimes I charge. I just bring down my prices based on people. Okay, so I told her business plan 50K. She's like, really? Her budget was 5K. I said, 5K for a business plan. And you say, that's what she told. I said, no, you can't get it for 5K. I put her off the price. I told her, but what do you need this business plan for grants, right? Why don't you do it like this? See what this business plan I'm going to do for you is going to offer you. This is how I'm going to outline it. This is how it's going to position you for this plan. This is how I'm going to prepare your financial documents. By the time I finished talking with her, she's like, okay, how much do you do for me? I said, don't worry about the money. Just look at what I'm telling you first. Look at the grant you're applying for. Don't you think it's worth giving a shot? She did not even know when she had finally agreed to the price from 5K to 50. See, it just boils down to the bargain, how you're able to. So when people see that you are more, when they see that you are more after their solving their needs rather than their money, they would be more open to hear you and then do business with you. So the challenge I faced then was coming out, showing up. I was always scared of the competition because I had no foundation in that field. But when I began to see make progress, attended coaching sessions, success, also I've attended your sessions too, of course, you know that. No. There was a time I was really marking you. I was taking time on you back to back to back. That was the, there was one New Year. There's one New Year package you usually do. I said, wow, this is a nice concept. I think I can try it, and I did. And I can tell you how many people I joined. How many leads I got from only that idea that you shared. I'm sorry that I did not tell you that before now, but I'm telling you that now. Right. So I'm very open to learning. So I just look at people and I learn from them. So far we've come here. I was able to beat it through consistency. Okay, owning up to myself. Okay, showing up and not looking at the competition, but looking at how I can be better and how I can make my own brand unique to solve people's needs. So I think that was a good breakdown.
Wow, wow. I noticed one similarity between the challenges and the solution the two of you shared. John said he started with family and friends at first, and you as well, you said you started with something similar. And from there, networking, showing people that you really care about their needs and not just after their money. And that it actually does work. It actually does help in closing sales. Thank you so much for sharing that very important perspective with us. Mr. John, let's continue with you, right? If you had to, please, first of all, tell us about the conference you are organizing. What's it about? The Dacians conference, right? Tell us what
Okay.
inspired the conference, how you are currently getting participants to join, how it has been so far. Just summarize in brief for us, for any person that could be interested in hosting a conference. Give us like a step-by-step blueprint. Do this, don't do that.
Okay.
You don't want to, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the Dacians conference. Okay, first the concept of Dacians comes from the Dynamic Africa Community. So DAC. So how to coin it? Dacians, right? So that's where that concept came from. So the goal of the Dacians conference is to instill global consciousness among business owners, startups, career professionals, and so many people. Now, this is it here. So many persons, they are operating at a local level, but they are not globally conscious. You understand? So because until we are able to pass, this statement was from PK. Oh my God, I keep talking about him because
You love
but,
PK a lot.
but he has changed. I'm telling you. So until you are able to pass the test of universality in what you do, man, you have not fulfilled the scripture that says you are the light of the world and the salt of the earth. Yes, you've not fulfilled that scripture because so many people look at that scripture, they read the scripture contextually. Yes, like the surface structure, but behind the surface structure, there is a deep structure of that scripture that says that until what you do is able to give radiance globally, then you've not fulfilled the scripture. You've not been able to give light to the world. because what you do must be able to speak in America. It must be able to speak in Europe, in Asia, in Australia, anywhere. That's when you are globally balanced. Let me put it like that. All right. So at the Nations Conference, what we do, we invite guys that are living the global dream. Yes, living the global dream. For them to come and share what the younger generation really needs to know, in order for them to up their game with veritable information that have actually helped them to position at the global level, and for them to be able to also operate at the global state of affairs. So that's what the Shares Conference is all about. So this year's own, it has been, man, it's not easy because this is the first time we are going to be monetizing it. Yes, because ever since we started in 2020, we it has been free. To be frank with you, it has been free. So this time around, we noticed that some people, even when they register on that day, they'll just they won't come again. Someone will just say something came up, and when you ask them what came up, say I had to go for my younger sister's this. I say, hey God, this one does not even understand. So that's why we have to monetize it this year. So it has been a beautiful ride anyway. So many persons are securing their tickets, and by God's grace, it would definitely hold because all the speakers are set to deliver. We are bringing different guys, one veteran author, actor, I said author, actor, my God, scene, who has done very well. When I say in the acting industry, in the entertainment industry, we are bringing Lottie, Gossip Toby, you might even know herself. We are bringing, who else again? Chinaza Favor, this guy that's also won Nigeria Gospel Nigeria Idol season 7. Yes, progress official. Yeah. So and the likes of both Chioma Nana. Yeah, we also bring in Chioma Nana and Fee Steven as well. He'll also be there. And my good friend, Mr. Francis Ibirabe. So these guys and Victor, the Land Republic guy, the CEO. These guys are going to be coming. At least they actually have that global consciousness in them. Yeah. So that's how the journey has been. So anybody that wants to put up a conference, first, you have a why. Why exactly do you want to do it? And you also have blood before you be able to give blood. Because if there's no blood, nothing holds you. Because even I'm sure you understand what I mean. So it's hosting a conference is good, but the thing is, it takes a lot. It will take your time, it will take your energy, and it will take your resources. That is it.
The
Like
resources aspect that we really, really, really want to hear about. How are you able to shoulder the financial demands?
okay, that's fine. So I have sponsors. Oh, I won't lie to you. I have partners because I have some big guys in the real estate industry, and also guys that are doing the guys that are in business. So I am very strategic in that one. So what I do is I'll just sit down, write up to 15 to 20 proposals to guys that know are doing business and will need me. Now, I am submitting my proposal to them, not presenting it that I need their money, but presenting it to them that I want to help them to gain visibility in my event. You don't understand. There are two ways, there are two sides to it. Because if you go there trying to project yourself that I need money, come on, it won't work. But when you help, when you put it to them that, man, this your business can actually thrive. I'm putting up a conference, and you really need to be part of it. Don't you think so? Yeah. So, Abby, so how many people are coming? By the time you mention guys that are coming, these are the numbers, and I'll give you a platform. Share your business idea, share your thoughts, tell them what you do. I bet you so many people, before you know it, they will be like, okay, how do we support? you know how do we support it? So I have sponsors, I have partners, but beyond that, because at the early stage, getting of the hall, getting of the uh what else again, doing certain things at the early stage, you use your own money to do that, to do all those things. So you must first have blood before you be able to give blood. So that finance part of the thing. So my guys, they are part of it. Yes. And there are some things behind which to say it here. It's usually in a corner. What we
Right.
do.
Okay.
So that is just it.
Okay.
All right.
Mr. Samuel, tell us more about sales and marketing because I'm sure you teach sales and marketing to small business owners. How would you advise anyone that is watching right now that is a small business owner to go about sales? Because a lot of things, many of them are complaining this period, poor sales, poor sales. So how exactly, practically explain to them how they can actually make at least one sale every single day?
Okay, so in okay, let me just quickly. I don't need to say a lot of stories. A lot of people complain of low sales when actually they don't even show up. You cannot be inside and then you want people to buy from you. You need to show up. You need to put
Hmm.
your business out there. You need to. I was speaking with a client and then he was talking about I've not had sales, I've not made sales, this one, that one. Business is just suffering. I said, okay, let me just because before when I want to consult, I get enough info. I told him to send me the link to his social media profile. He sent me the link. I told him, okay, have you run ads before? He said no. He did it once, but he didn't use like that. Before I went on, I said, let me just go and look. This is someone that makes a post like once in 2 weeks, not even once in a week. The page is just so dry, unattractive. And I'm like, I asked him, do you think you can buy from if you were an outsider, can you buy from somebody this kind of profile online? He was real, and I told him, you cannot just be hiding and expect people to just come and buy. It doesn't happen. Even the big shots, forget all the hype. Oh. Sometimes the reason why they always come outside to always want to advertise, it's not because they have all the time in the world to come and stand before the camera or start pressing their phone on social media. Look at the Meta Nobis. Every day, minimum 10 posts a day. You think he has all the time in the world? They don't. But because of a need to sell, to market, to show people results. Oh, this person signed up for my class. This is a testimony. Oh, do you know that 5 people have finished this class? This is how people show up. So if you want to make sales, especially on the digital space, I think that's because that's where I sales on the digital space. First, your page is not optimized. You see, so you come to someone is selling um you sell perfumes, okay, and then your page is about agriculture and you're misleading people, your page is not optimized. How do you want people? Optimization means that everything about your page aligns to your product, aligns to your brand. So people are coming and they're seeing a working, a process, a business that is functional, not a business somebody who's just dumping stuff there and then expecting sales to happen magically. It doesn't happen that way. All right. Then you must always, like I said, you must optimize your page, brand, then show um, join communities. I don't know why a lot of people think that joining groups is a big deal. I love joining communities. That's where I get most of my clients. I don't join groups just Facebook groups just because I just want to socialize. I beg, what am I socializing? I have enough friends that I need. But because I want to go and look out for new clients. Okay, strategic commenting. Somebody for instance, there was something that happened in one of my mentors. He made a post about sales, and I went on that in his comment section. I just said something. I gave a response as regards grants. Okay, and that only that comment too had over 200 plus likes and 200 plus likes. And I had a lot of people on my DM. Sir, you talked about grants. My business is this, my business is that, and I had over 6 or 7 people who had to pay for consultation on that day alone because of one comment I made under somebody, not even my post, just a strategic comment. See, so people are lazy to come online and do things and show themselves, okay, and they don't want to. Let me say the word. They don't want to pay to for adverts. Are you running ads? No. Why? Because some people say I'm scared. Somebody might scam me. That's because you don't even see. We're not even careful to understand how the digital space works. I know we cannot be 100% perfect to know who is a scam and who is not. But there's some things you see, this is a red flag. Some things you see, this person looks legit, right? So if you want to amass sales, come on, show up your business, brand optimize your social media page, and post regularly because Facebook rewards people who are always consistent posting. Facebook always rewards. Go join communities, like communities. Okay, contribute there. You can sell in people's comment section strategically. When you join groups, always be among those who comment, who drop posts. There's a community I'm in. Each time I drop a post, I don't get less than 100, 200 likes. It's not because I'm not really selling per se, but I am just showing myself. Let people know that I just give beautiful comments, make beautiful posts, informative posts, educational posts. People post, I post, make a post about grant. So this guy really might know stuff about grant. Let me go and check out his profile. They check, they see how this person looks like is a real deal. They send a DM. From a DM, I direct it to my WhatsApp. Okay, they come to WhatsApp and then we are getting more personal. It's easy to close. Once I bring it to my WhatsApp, there's no how you will not buy from me. I always that's one thing. Once you have entered my WhatsApp, anyhow you must do, you must buy that thing. Like, I must make sale. Okay, but I don't paint it that way to you. I just make it look like okay, let's get closer, let's talk. You understand? And that is it. So when you're able to follow through, oh, we've lost um, success. Okay, but let's just continue. So when you follow through on all these things, show up to your business, brand your page, optimize, follow mentors. I there's no day I don't spend time reading Emeka Nobi's post. Choma Ifeanyeze, this guy, there must be something to learn from them. Not just these big shots too. There's some other people that I just see their post. I I always listen. Can I tell you something? Many people are lazy online. There was one time I told I have a group. We have about 600 members on WhatsApp. I made a post about visibility. Just the next day, someone came to my inbox and like, sir, please, I'm struggling with visibility. I don't know if you can help me since my page is low. And I told and asked her, did you check the post I made on the group? She said, which post? Which day? I said, you're not serious. Now you are having access to information for free and you're not utilizing it. You only want to if it's not something that you can see. And another thing is instant success. As I'm seeing it, I want it to give me instant result. There's always a place of waiting. You understand? So when you are when you're struggling with sales, come up, show up, brand your page, look, be attractive. I thought about force of attraction. Some of you, why do you see a beautiful girl and then you're surprised why this girl is beautiful and she's having a lot of people in her DM? There's something surprising about her. She's attractive. So you would expect guys to always flock around her. So if you make your profile look beautiful, you would have people flock around you. There's no juju about that one. People always you're attractive, people always want to align with you. People want to know okay, who is this person and all of that. So when you position yourself, positioning is key. Position yourself properly for sales to happen. Keep posting regularly, customer reviews, post it every day. Someone makes a purchase screenshot the comments, screenshot the video, ask them to do videos for you. From the one stage you're making, you have videos. People are seeing that this is nice. Some of them will go and verify. There's a client I had. She said the reason why she came to me because she saw somebody that gave a testimony of my session. And so she went to the person's inbox and asked the person, and the person was like, this is really nice. That was why she came to me. So people's testimonies can also open up chance for you to make more sales based on their usage of your product or the services that you render. So I think let me just stop it here because there's a lot to really say about this, but I think I could just stop it here.
Yeah, you have. You've really said a whole lot about it. You touched everything that is needed to know about making sales, especially as a beginner. And I'm sure they are taking notes. I'm sure they are taking notes. Someone says, my question is to Mr. Sam. Let me just let that out there so you know what the question is. But we are going to get to the questions later. You said we should be unique, but with the issue of trust, just as you said, I don't understand this. Most especially one who is into the digital world. How do we navigate the mind of people online to trust us? And I think he has answered. You've answered this question already with what you just said about right. You've answered this question with everything you just talked about now.
Yeah, I have, but I will still touch it. But when it's time to answer questions, I'll just touch it a little.
Mr. Sam, hear me. Can you
I
hear me
can hear
now?
you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, I was asking, I think you've answered this question already, right? How to navigate the mind of people to get them to trust our brands online.
Yeah, I said I will still get to touch it a little, but when we get to the phase of questions, I will just do that briefly.
Okay, okay, all right, that's fine. Mr. John, kindly tell us the mistakes you've made since starting your business so we can learn from them. Just the mistakes, right? You've been doing amazing. You've told us how you started your writing business, went into publishing and all. So now we want to learn, are there times that you like made these mistakes and we were like, how could I have done this? And just educate us so we are not making the same mistakes that you. We want to learn from your experiences now.
Okay, mistakes. Can I actually remember some mistakes that I made? because because whenever they happen like this, I clear them out of my mind so that they don't hold me down.
Oh,
You know, so I try as much as possible to just clear them out. And so
mm,
one thing which one mistake, a very big mistake which I actually made was I will I say I didn't I never paid attention to the place of uh mentorship, or will I put it mentorship, or a guardian as regards to what I am doing now. Yes, in the publishing space, right? I just thought it's it's just normal business, without paying attention to the guys that have done it like over the years, and they have constantly yielded results over and over again, right? So it's actually, it was a lot when we started. Yeah, it was a lot. So that's mistake. Before you begin anything, this is my advice: try as much as possible to get the guys that are there, study the guys that have done it, listen to them, learn from their stories. If possible, take their courses, seek for guidance. Yes, seek for guidance. These things are very important, but so many of us, we just overlook it. We just want to get into this as fast as, let us just do it, without paying attention to the place of mentors, to the place of role models, people that have been able to do it over the years, and not just doing it, but doing it excellently well, right? People that are doing it excellently well. Yes. So that is just it. So I will always advise, please, whatever you want to do, whatsoever thing, any venture or any industry you want to operate in, please try as much as possible to get the guys that have been able to do it, and not just doing it, for the guys with results. Mm, the guys with results. Yeah.
getting the right guys with results to teach you whatever it is that you want to get into. All right, thank you very much. How about you, Samuel? Do you have any mistakes you would love to share with us?
Yes, yeah. There's one major one, and that was making yourself, because you want to get customers, or rather, let me personalize it. Because I was looking out, I was still new to the store, so I was looking a lot of free things. So people now began to see me as, don't worry, you get it for free. Don't worry, you get
Yeah.
it for free. And so
Ah.
they had this mentality that I was a philanthropist in business. And
Mm,
that is the bad, that was, I had to do a lot to untag myself from that notion. Okay, so for anybody who's new to business, especially those people who render services for products, it's not very common for those who sell products, because of course you cannot sell below your buying price. But people who render services, don't try to pity people and then suffer in the process. I remember one, and again, one mistake I made is I just explore things based on the effort. I was putting prices based on the effort I was making, not based on the value of what I was offering.
Hmm.
So let me give you an example. There was when I just started writing business plan. I remember my first client. She paid me, that was 3,000 naira. So I told her 5K. I should like, let's do for 3,000. And 3K, okay, let's do it. And I was happy. Getting one client. When I realized how much people pay to write business plans, I was
Wow.
mad at I was angry with myself. I'm like, guy, 3K. And this person used you, and you're even, I think they easily play this here. Even they smile on top of the matter. You understand? So don't just attach, for those of you who render services, don't attach prices based on your effort, but based on the value of what you're offering. So it might take me just 20 minutes to write a proposal. Does not mean that I should charge you 1 hour per, I should charge you 1,000 naira per hour. That thing can be worth 50,000 naira. Charge that 50,000. Don't charge the 1,000 because it's just 20 minutes. You understand? So don't charge based on your effort, but based on the value of what you are offering. I think that was the lesson from the mistake that I made.
How were you able to break away from people seeing you as the coach that gives stuff for free? Like, how were you able to cause that turnaround?
Ah, I just told myself, I just decided that day. See, it ends here. Anything you must do, especially consultations. People just come in, and I was always really happy to help. I think it was more of the this openness. We want to help people get better. So it was always for free. I was happy that I was doing it, and I was getting the thumbs up. But when I realized that, guy, you're just making people see you like people just come and accept. And again, one time I was with a mechanic, and I just asked him, "So how much do you charge for for to run a speaking engagement?" And then he told me, how much did he see that time? Sir? That was, okay, 500,000. I said, "Sir, for how many hours?" He said 45 minutes. I said, guy. And I said, okay. And then this is me that when people put me on flight, I'm like, I'm happy I'm there. But I'm not even talking about the price. So I decided, I told myself, it ends here. That one I just said, it ends here. So people, those who used to come, like, normally they will come and say, something, I need help. I tell them, okay, please, this is the link to my page. This is the link to my sign up and to my landing page. Just follow through, make payment for consultation, how many hours you're sitting there, and then you come. Like, I'm Sam. And when did this one start? I think I started to do. Some of them would, most of them ran back. But those who understood who knew that I meant business, they had to do that. And because they were intentional about their results, they paid and they got value for it. So I just decided that day, guys, it ends here, and I have to start taking my pay, my right for consultation, and then that was it. That was a change for me.
Wow. Wow, that's interesting because there are a lot of people. There's this sad mentality that people have that if they are a newbie and they are good, even if they are good at that stuff, just because they are attaching the newbie stuff or because they want to please certain people, they don't price. Then why then are you in business? Unless what you are doing is just a hobby to you, you don't
So
plan to earn from it, then definitely you should start pricing, you should start charging for whatever service you are offering, whether you are a newbie or you are not. As long as you know the results you are delivering, of course, you have to go ahead and add the price to whatever product or service you want to render to them.
okay,
Now, to the,
let me just add it. It does not mean that you should not do offers or do freebies. Okay, but don't make yourself. People do that, but don't limit yourself and make people see that you are just you can just
uh,
access it for free all the time. You understand? Yeah.
exactly, definitely. Thank you so much for drawing our attention to that because it's something that is very disturbing to a lot of young business owners. Now, to the last question, I think this is the second to the last question. Where do you see your business? Where do you want to take your business 5 years from now? This is for you, Mr. John.
In 5 years from now, then I like to think big, because they say imagination is free, so we can imagine, like, we can explore our imaginations. So 5 years from now, with God on our side and with the power of determination and discipline, you know, I want to be the number one in Africa. Is that possible? Definitely it is.
That's
So
possible.
that's what We are putting in the work. I know it's not going to be easy, and it goes beyond you just altering it. Yes, it goes beyond that. But I believe in what I do.
Number one, what in Africa? Number one publishing company or number one?
Publisher and yes, a book consultant. Like, yes, though it's going to take different shape, it might not necessarily just appear, but when it comes to consulting, yeah, number one.
All right, that's very interesting. How about
Yeah.
you, Samuel?
Okay, yeah, for me, where I see myself in the next 5 years, my business in the next 5 years. Yeah, in 5 years, I want to have um, physical locations in the three major cities in Nigeria: Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and also to be one of the leading um, SME consulting agencies in Nigeria. Okay, my focus is Nigeria for now because we are very conversant with the Nigerian trends. Our practices here in Nigeria is quite different from other places. Okay, so my focus is in Nigeria here. So our goal in the next 5 years have three physical offices in Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. And aside from, of course, we do general virtual consultations, but I will have three own offices in these three major cities.
Oh wow, major three offices in the three major locations. That's interesting. Let me ask, why do you want to now have these physical offices? Is there like a specific reason? I thought working from home was sweet and nice.
Yeah, working from home is nice, but then, you know, no matter how much you earn online, there's this feeling when you, not just for yourself, but people, there's this authenticity it brings when you tell somebody, I was applying for a grant for my business. And then I was at the final stage, and then this guy, they're based in Canada, and then they asked me, so give us the address to your business location. And I'm
Oh,
like, we don't have an address. And he's like, oh, okay. From their response, I knew that guy forget it.
you won't get it.
He's not gonna get it. So these guys, they want visual. They want to see that you are really. My social media presence is good, but they wanted a business that has a physical location, and people trust you more when you make advert and then you see that these guys they have a location, a physical location.
Yeah.
It helps people to trust you more. I worked as a media consultant for one of the leading NGOs in Nigeria and Africa, and so when we had investors coming from Germany and where's that other country again? So they wanted to invest huge, big in our NGO there. Okay, but they had to come. Imagine they had to fly in from Germany to come and see the place with their eyes. And when
Mm.
they came, they saw, and after everything, they actually released funds for the project that we are actually running for kids. They wanted to see the physical structure. So it gives you this feeling that yes, your business is. I don't know. That's just how I see it.
Yeah,
It helps
I
your brand. It
totally.
helps for authenticity.
Mm, for authenticity.
Yeah,
It helps a whole lot. It helps a whole lot. Yeah, I get it better now.
yeah.
And I really hope that you are able to have in the three major cities that you already mentioned. And now to the last question, Mr. John. If you had to start from scratch, let's say today you lose everything, God forbid, how would you build up faster, like in the shortest possible amount of time? Because I'm sure that there are a lot of young persons watching us right now who have not even started. They don't know how to start and they feel that it's too late for them to start. So we need you to prove to them that it's never too late to start. So how would you advise them to start so they'll be able to rise in the shortest amount of time?
Okay, great. So if I am to start all over again, I will cling to just like what I mentioned before. I'll cling to a mentor. I'll cling to a just like a role model. Like I'll call the person a mentor anyway. Yes, a professional in that which I am doing. Right. That is one. And secondly, This is very important. I will advise that I will always start up anything that I want to start up, that I want to start without being ready. But I'll be prepared. There are two things.
What, what is
There are two words to read. Without being ready, but I will be prepared. Right now, when you are ready, PK again. Please pardon me. But
PK? You need to go and pay tithes to PK. You really need to go and pay tithes.
so so PK would always say, whenever you're ready, you are late. Whenever you're ready for anything, you are late big time. Don't ever be ready before you venture into anything, but be prepared, because the readiness mentality is, I want to get everything complete before I venture. And by that time, you are waiting to get everything complete. Time is going, the zeal is dropping, right? But
Yeah.
the you being prepared in your heart means, I want to do it regardless of anything that I'm going to face. When I get there, I'll cross. When I get there, I'll cross. That's being prepared, right? That you're doing it, being prepared, does not mean you have everything. That's the readiness. It does not mean you have everything, you have the sufficiency, you have everything completely. No. But you just want to do, you've made up your mind that you want to go into this. Let's get into it and see what is involved, right? So that's what I would just apply. I will adopt to that ideology. Being prepared, but never ready. And I will never be ready in my life, even not to today. So I am not even ready. I am just doing it. So every day, life reveals itself. So once it reveals, I just have to position, right? If it
Yeah.
is something I have to fall back and take a deep evaluation, what else? How do we navigate, right? So that's just it. Thank you.
Wow, that's interesting. So, guys, you've heard him, right? Get a mentor first of all, and then be prepared and not ready. If you are waiting to have everything complete, then it means that you are coming late. I'm sure they are getting a ton and ton of value from this session. Please, let's see what's happening in the comment section, right? We have a number of persons joining us here. I hope you are clicking the share button, share this live video, share it so it comes up on your own timeline, because you could never tell who's watching. I always say this: share this live video. We are talking about very, very important things here. So it's worth you sharing on your own timeline, right? And please tag your friends, tag at least 10 people to come to this live session. Gloria, I want to see your tags. Toby, I want to see your tags. Solomon, I want to see more of your tags. Okay, I want to see more of your tags. I want to see more of your tags. Stephanie, I want to see more of your tags as well. Kel is here. Welcome, Kel. Thank you so much for joining. She says she's from Cancel, Script, MBAI. Mr. Sam, they are your people. Oh. So please tag people in the comment section. Tag more of MBAI members. Tell them to come and watch their coach. Tag them, okay? Tag Desian's people. Tell them to come and watch their coach doing magic. Okay, so please tag at least 10 people in the comment section. Let them know that we are here today talking about business growth, talking about how to develop ourselves personally, how to improve on our personal development. Okay, right. That being said, Mr. Sam, how about you? If you lost everything today and you had to start from scratch, and I'm sure you have your experiences. You never lose your experiences, right? So how would you be able to build back up? I've heard. I think there are people who lose. It's even a given. Let's say you lose. I've heard of stories of people who lost their social media accounts, and then the next day they just start up and it's even bigger than what they lost. Why? Because they already have those experiences that you can never take it away from them. So how would you start from scratch again and be able to rise in the shortest possible amount of time?
All right. Thank God you said about social media. Those people who lost their social media accounts. That was actually where I wanted to just pitch my point from. You see, just recently, Tunde not lost um, his Instagram account if you've been following Tunde Ednut. And imagine losing 7 million followers on Instagram. And
Yeah.
in about 24 hours plus, his new Instagram page already has 1 point something million. His backup is already close to 1 million also. Now, what was the catalyst to all this? Relationship. All those people whom he had been posting. I saw this guy's very dark man. I saw the all those content creators who he had helped to give publicity. All of them, they started posting. Guys, this is TJ Lost new page. Follow him, follow him. In fact, I saw only yesterday. I saw about five. People were talking about Tunde Ednut. That's the ones I see, or the ones I follow. I don't know the rest of them. And he has already gotten up to almost 20% of the total followers he lost. He had built in how many years? They had gotten it in one day. Relationship. So one thing I know that if I lose everything I have today, I won't lose my friends. I won't lose the impact that I've made in people's lives and the communities that I have set up. So whether Facebook bans my account today and they say, guys, stuff as fresh. I have the contacts of people who have had conversations with me. I have your contact, and thank God John is my new friend. So I have John's contact. So I'm sure John can help me do that publicity too. All right. So relationship with people can help you bounce back. Okay. So this is no more from the ones you've had. Guys, let's do this again. I'm building. I'm doing this because they've trusted you, and because of the relationship and the experiences they've had, the connections, the yeah, the whole vibes they've gotten with you. They can help you set back up. Even if something happened, you got a loan and then your business went bankrupt and you need something to start up because your business was also a foundation to helping their business stand. These guys will be willing to give you, okay, what do you need, Mr. Sir? Okay, this. I think this one can help you. There will be people who would want to help build you to start over again. It all boils down to relationship. Yeah.
Relationships, that's so true. That is like, I think that's even one of the most important factors. Before your money, your relationships with people come first. All right, thank you so much. Power of relationships and building people. Yeah, exactly. Mayowa Solomon. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for tagging people. We are glad that you are still here and that you are very, very active. So that's about it. Now, Mr. John, do you have any last words for us before we let you go? General words of advice.
Yeah, the general way, or what I would just say as an advice to people that are coming still remains: never ever be ready. Yes, never ever be ready. Just be prepared. I'm telling you, because and in whatsoever you do, have the global consciousness, the global mindset amidst the local that you find yourself in, because that is not the rest. It's only a starting point. But when you're able to picture yourself that there is a global race that we are pursuing, and until my intelligence, until my products, until my services are felt across the globe, I have not started. That is just it. Yes, I have not started. So that global consciousness should be part of you, should be in you, and should be your watch word. So that is why I'll end with my watch word, just like a mantra that I usually say: global is my heritage. Yes, that's our heritage. But just as so many people by default or by victim of one different thing or the other, they've been able to shift their consciousness and their mindset from that global stage, right? So that is just it. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Have a global consciousness. So, everyone listening to us today, if you are still operating within your locality, it's time to go bigger. Like, expand it. It can never, what you are doing now, it's not near enough. Have a global consciousness, okay? So, thank you so much, Mr. John, for reminding us of that. How about you, Mr. Sam? Any last words?
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. John. I think I grabbed that last word. Okay. And one last word I will tell you is, as long as you can think it, you can process it, you can achieve it. A lot of people end up as being just thinkers. They just because are dreamers. Just dream. I wish I can be like this. But the part that requires the hard work, they become shy, and then the dream just wallows. Okay, just ends. So don't just as long as you can imagine it, you can think the process that can get you there. Okay, then you can achieve it. Don't just stop. Okay, wishes will not get you anywhere near success. It is your hard work and your willingness to keep going that gets you there. So keep pushing, and as far as the wishes that you've built up in your head, do the hard work and you will get there.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sam. Please briefly tell us how they could get in contact with you if they need. I'm sure there are a number of persons here who would want to apply for grants. It's something that they should have knowledge of. So you could just like give us a brief summary of what grants is about, and then let them know how they can reach out to you.
Okay, so for grants, very quickly, grants are available every year. There are NGOs, government parastatals, and that are offering grants. Even individuals are giving out grants on a yearly basis. Grants can help your business, especially those who run small businesses. Grants can position you, can help your business expand. So always look out for grants. There are many of them available. That in communities where you can join, they get grant opportunities. I usually post that also on my timeline. Scholarships on my WhatsApp status. So look out for them. And if you have any grant and you need help applying, some people have. There's one that had over, she has applied for over 20 grants. She has not won any one because they don't know how to apply. You can reach out to me. You can send me a message on on Facebook, right? Direct message on Facebook on my profile on my page, or you can just log on to my business to counselgroup.com.ng. Just fill in the any of the forms there, and somebody will get back to you on how to win grants, how to position yourself for grants, and also how to if you need solutions for your small and medium enterprise.
Okay, someone please tag the both of them in the comment section. Tag John Amailo and also tag Mr. Samuel Nissi Uche in the comment section. Please do that right now so the people watching could go and follow them. Okay, I know why I'm emphasizing on grants. Finances is like a major thing that is crippling so many small businesses right now. I really need that money. There are so many grants that are giving $2,000, $5,000, $10,000. He mentions the one by Tony Elumelu. So it's very important that you learn how to do this. Start applying as soon as possible. So please mention him in the comment section. If you also have a book that you want to publish, you want to write, you don't even know how to start writing, but you know you want to own a book before the end of this year. You want to hold your book, the hard copy of your book. Ensure that you go and follow Mr. John as well. He's an expert in that. Is what he and his company does, and he has track results to prove that he has done it for countless of people. He can help you write your book and then get it published for you. Okay, so please mention them in the comment section and ensure that you go and follow them right away. And before I let them go, I do not want to let them go without them knowing that they've impacted us and we have indeed felt their impact. So please let's see your thank you in the comment section. Okay, thank them in the comment section. They are reading your comments. Thank them in the comment section. I'm highlighting most of the comments right now. I'm highlighting most of the comments right now. I don't know if I can still see the comment. Please drop your comments, okay? So it can pop up. Drop as many thank yous as you can. So I want to see them popping up. I want to see them popping up. Okay. Thank them in the comment section. Thank them in the comment section. Yeah, it's coming now. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I need to see more. Okay, they've poured out themselves, they've come here to share their experiences, they've shared how they gain customers, and you can even learn from them. It's like they're giving us stuff that they put in their classes. I'm sure what Mr. Samuel said here are most of the things that he says in his class for grants. I'm sure he has a class where he teaches how you can apply for and land grants, right? But he came here and poured it out all for free. And Mr. John as well. He came and taught us how we can start attracting customers for our publishing businesses. So thank you. Yeah, I'm seeing more and more now. Thank you, Coach Sam and Mr. John. We have learned and learned. Wow. Thank you for the insightful session. God bless you. And they love you. They are loving you, people. So that's thank you again so much for coming. We really appreciate you. So you can take your leave now. Thank you so much, Deborah.
All right, thank you. Amiable. Ah, this lady is powerful, Sha. But let me leave that in the room. All right, well
All right.
done. All
All
right,
right.
stop.
Thank you.
You can take
Thank
your
you.
leave now.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye.
Thank you so
All
much.
right. So thank you to everyone that joined us today. We are about rounding up the session, but before we go, let me quickly tell you just in 1 minute about the leadership certificate course, the public speaking certificate course, and the human resource management certificate course that is being offered by Jamie Padre University. So, right, we teach leadership. If you want to learn how to better manage your business, how to lead your business, how to lead your organizations, how to even lead yourself personally, then of course you really want to get enrolled into the leadership certificate course. You don't just take the course. After you take the course, you get certified by a global platform. Jamie Padre University is a global platform. Everyone sees that. So please make sure that you enroll into the leadership certificate course. And of course, our public speaking certificate course, you are taught how to speak, so you'll be able to stand before the stage, so you'll be able to present, so you'll be able to teach your classes, communicate during your training, your classes, etc. And the importance of public speaking can never be overemphasized, right? We write, yes, we write, but then there is still this powerful feeling to it when people see you speaking to them and you're actually making sense. So make sure that if you are here and you're having difficulties with communicating, you're having difficulties with stage fright, make sure that you get on board the public speaking certificate course. After the training, you also get certified as a public speaker by Jamie Padre University. It's a big deal, guys. And the next is the human resource management certificate course. If you want to learn how to manage talents, let's say you are building a company in the future. I'm sure you've heard about HRs, right? Human resources managers, people that are in charge of money, hiring and firing staff, people that are in charge of overseeing company operations and all of that. So if you want to go into HR, you want to become a professional, you want to be able to apply to big companies as their HR and get accepted. You want to not just get accepted, you want to get into these organizations and actually own up to the skill. You are helping them grow, you are helping them expand, you are helping them make profits and so on. Then ensure that you get on board, get into the human resource management certificate course. All are offered by Jamie Padre University. We have a lot of courses for every young person, the leadership certificate course, public speaking, and then the human resource management certificate course. And that's about it for today. Thank you. Thank you so much to everyone that joined. Thank you for tagging your friends. Thank you for sharing this video on your timeline. Thank you for the comments. Like the youth spotlight will really be nothing without you guys. And I especially appreciate everyone that comes consistently. I think Stephanie is here. Every day we have this session. Stephanie is always here. And I think I've seen Toby a couple of times. I've seen him more than twice. So sorry about that. It's something to be actually appreciative of. It's something to be actually very appreciative of. So thank you so much for always showing up live and catching up with us. Until we see you next time on Youth Spotlight, please continue to remain amazing. Continue pushing. Giving up is not an option. No matter what you are going through right now, persevere, okay? Get help if you need help, but then giving up is never an option. Thank you so much for joining, and I will catch you next time. Bye, everyone.